Pay close attention. This isn't something you see every day.
Welcome back to another video, and today I want to talk about the DC Multiverse. Batman from Batman Reborn. This is Dick Grayson. Now this is McFarlane Toys' take on the new 52, the Batman Reborn. I'm sorry, not new 52. Batman Reborn. I'm sorry. Yeah. So this is where Dick Grayson actually takes up the mantle of the Batman. So this is this figure here, and let me tell you something. He looks absolutely awesome, and I'll say it as many times as I can say it. When it comes to this line, I have, boy, do I ever have my pet peeves. But as far as sculpt and some of the new things they've added, it's yeah, definitely getting better. But the fact of the matter is that they still have a long way to go compared to some of the other companies out there that are doing great things with great sculpt, with great articulation compared to what McFarlane's putting out. So with that being said, anyway, let's take a look at this guy here. So we have Dick Grayson as the Batman, and as you can see here, he looks amazing. We have a black cowl, we have black cape, we have the gray, we have the black bat going across the chest. We have a different type of utility belt going across over here with a yellow bat symbol on the front right there. I don't know if it's coming across. Very nice. Of course, his shorts, and then down to his black boots. Looks great. Even his gauntlets are different. So instead of having a 3, he has 2, and it's more of like rings around here of the gloves, instead of, you know, going all the way up the arm as one long glove with the third part of the gauntlet there. Great looking figure. And we have a cloth cape, which is awesome, with the bendy wire in it. So that's awesome. So you can pose this however you want, and it will bring this figure to life however you want to set this, to where you don't have that forever swishing cape going to the side, or the traffic cone type thing, where it's going to get into the minimal articulation that the figure actually has. Now, just really quick before we get into taking a look on the accessories and everything with this guy, I love the fact that they have the whited out eyes here, which actually makes the cowl pop, and then of course, you know, his brooding face. So, you know, he kind of does resemble a Bruce Wayne a little bit in this sculpt here, but for the most part, you know, this is Dick Grayson. And yeah, so I mean, he is actually pretty cool to have well, to see this figure here from the actual story, from where, you know, it came. And I don't want to ruin anything because I read this story and stuff like that, but you get a chance to read it. This goes right along with the Damian Wayne that I did, the Page Punchers one. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. But these two go together. Now, this guy comes with minimal, and I mean minimal, accessories. But before we get into all that, let's take a look on how this guy compares to other characters. So here's how he compares to Leonardo and Hugo Strange. Here's how he compares to his counterpart in this line, Damian Wayne. Starting out with the accessories, we have the infamous DC black stand that these figures come with, and yeah, okay. Here is the card that this figure comes with for the Dick Grayson Batman, and on the back we have a little bit of a bio, so if you want to pause and read that, feel free, and that's part of the story line that we have here, so go right on ahead. All right, so now let's get back to the figure. So now this guy comes with something that look, besides the wire cape, which definitely brings this figure to life, he comes with these cool batarang hands, right? Well, electric batarang, not batarang, these electric bat knuckles that he has on here. So these come already in the package on the figure itself. So they're cool. They're pretty cool. So you know, you can form him up if you wanted to, and have him however you want, if you want to have him with this set of hands right here. Next, we have a set of gripping hands, and even though this guy doesn't come with anything to hold, I mean, if you have some other stuff you can put into his hands, but yes, he has a set of gripping hands. Next, he has a set of grabbing hands or grasping hands, and you can set him up however you want, like he's jumping towards somebody to grab a hold of him. I thought that was really cool to have, so you can actually display him pretty neat like that. And then of course you have the cape flowing out behind him, which is really neat. Yeah, so I thought these were a cool addition to the actual figure to have, because I have not seen a Batman come with a set of hands like this. Okay, so now that we've taken a look at everything that this figure comes with and the fact that how he compares to other figures in this line and in other lines, just want to say this: as far as the sculpt of the figure, it is absolutely fabulous. Love it. Love the look. Love the fact that it's Dick Grayson under the cowl. I mean, it was only a matter of time, considering the fact of, you know, the way the comic was going. I know it doesn't stay that way, but if you get a chance, definitely read this story, because the story is actually really good. There's a whole bunch of stuff that leads up to this whole thing happening. The Battle of the Cowl. I don't even know if I'm even saying that correctly. So, words are hard for me this morning, so please forgive me. But the fact of the matter is just that this is not just Bruce Wayne. This is Dick Grayson at this point. And so there's a whole thing and how and why and everything else. So definitely check out that story. It's a great, great story. But as far as this figure's great. In my opinion, for all you fans out there of the McFarlane line, and listen, when it comes to sculpt, when it comes to paint, everything, the figures are fabulous. Have they made some improvements? Yes. The wire, the cloth cape is definitely an improvement compared to that plastic swishing cape or traffic cone type cape, or cape that just always gets in the way. Now, I understand these figures are minimal when it comes to articulation, but the fact that they still have the pins in them, in the joints and the double jointed knees and all that. Listen, here's my thing. Let me just bear with me for a second when I say this, and I'm not knocking McFarlane. This is just my personal opinion on this. And yes, do I collect these? Yes, some of them I do. Yes, you see him on this channel. This is not me beating up on McFarlane whatsoever. The guy does some amazing things, so that's not what I'm doing. But from other toy lines that we have out there for the same price point, that some of them may not have as good enough or good sculpting like this, but they do have better articulation. So do I think that the butterfly hinge in the shoulder is great? The cloth cape with the wire is great. Yeah, those are great upgrades. Getting a little bit more accessories with them. Yes. The pins, do I think that they should have pinless joints at this point? Yes. Do I think that the torso here should have better articulation, leg movement here as far as up here by the hip and the thigh? Yes, I do. It shouldn't be so tight to have to move them. I think these, that they have a toe hinge on here to give it a little bit better articulation. And the ankles have gotten a lot better on these figures, but still we have a lot of stagnant when it comes to, or missed opportunity, I should say, when it comes to getting a little bit better articulation. And it can be done right in here, right in here. If that can all be tweaked, just minimal. Who cares about the pins? You want to leave the pins? Fine, so be it. Whatever. This is just my opinion and my ranting. But we should be able to get a Batman figure to do some crazy articulation for this price point. I mean, we're getting figures from like Jada Toys out there for the same price point, and they have such phenomenal articulation. I understand they're two different companies, but the fact of the matter is that if Jada were to get a Batman license, forget it. They're gonna run with it. They're gonna make some fabulous things. Now, I know that this is McFarlane's wheelhouse right here, but I'm not saying that they're not listening, because they have changed a lot of stuff. So hopefully in the future we see some better things. Anyway, guys, this is my review on the DC Multiverse Batman from Batman Reborn. I hope you enjoyed it. I didn't want to stay too long on it, but hopefully my rant did not turn you guys off from the video. I figured I'd change it up a little bit the way I did the video, so I hope you enjoyed it. So if you did, Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment down below. Always hit the notification bell so you never miss out on anything new. And I'll catch you on Flippity Flip.